Hey everyone, how's it going? Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make the easiest thumbnails for YouTube. You can do this in like 5 minutes or less once you get the hang of it, so let's just get started. Now the first step is very easy to forget. Basically what you have to do is either before or at the end when you're done filming, take a few seconds before you turn the camera off to do a couple of poses so you can go through that and take a screenshot so you can put yourself into the thumbnail. Lots of times I forget, so I'll just have to go through my final video and see a reaction or see a facial expression that I can just take a screenshot of. So that's the very first step, take a screenshot of yourself. Open up Photoshop, click Create New. You're gonna make a custom template that's gonna be 1280 by 720 pixels, okay? So just like this, keep all the settings and stuff the same. Click Create. This is where your background's gonna be, okay? So what you're gonna do is double click on the background so it unlocks it and just turns it into a layer. Then what you're gonna do is go into your photos and just choose a background. Lots of times I do gaming videos, so I just like to put in like a gaming background, and that usually works good. So right now I'm just gonna put in Los Santos as a background because I don't really have anything else to do for it. It just like fills up the frame, but you might have a different screenshot you'd like. Throw that in right now as the background. Click onto where it says the background over here on the right and go down to this plus button at the bottom. That's going to create a copy of it. So on this top layer here, you're going to go up to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, have the radius to 4 pixels, click OK. Then go to your eraser, click on the image, that's okay. I have mine at about 400, you can see right up here, and the opacity at 86%. Works pretty good. That way there's no hard lines around it. Just kind of erase like the middle part so it gets rid of that blur. Just makes it look a little fancier. Now at this point, we got to go and take that screenshot you took and blur out the background or get rid of the background. So I'm going to go back to pictures. Here's the screenshot that I'm going to use. So I'm going to pull it up into copy. So you just pull up this little bar here. This is the one that I'm going to use. Same thing. Double click on the background. It unlocks it, turns it into a layer. Come up here, click the quick selection tool. You're going to have a minus and a plus. Okay. When you put a plus in and then you press the backspace, it gets rid of that part, okay? So that's the part of the background that's going to be deleted. So you go to the background with the plus sign and just scroll all over it, okay? Get everything in there, so then we're all set. Now you go to the subtraction up at the top, and this is everything that's going to stay when you press the backspace, okay? So you can make it bigger, make it smaller, and just kind of go through here, and usually it's just going to be around you, right? Because you want to be in the thumbnail. Once I think it's ready, press the backspace, and there you go. That's what it's going to look like. Now, you go up to File, Save As. Make sure you save it as a PNG, and that way when you save it, the background will be gone. Okay? Save as a large file size, whatever you want to do. Go back over at the top here to the one where you had the background. Take that still, the PNG, put it in, and there you go. I'm in it now. Okay? So then you can like make it a little bit bigger. I'll make this one like a little smaller, kind of just position it. This is where like it's up to you to like where you want things to look. Okay, sweet, that looks great. Now on this top layer where this one is, you go down to FX, click Drop Shadow. I usually keep everything small. This just adds like a little bit of depth to it around there. And then the important one is the outer glow. So this is what separates you from the background. It makes you really stand out. Okay, so you want to make this probably like a little bit smaller. And what you can also do, depending, you can keep it black, you can keep it white. Whatever color you think stands out more, is click the T here for text. Choose whatever font that you want. Usually do uppercase. So I'm going to go 5 minutes for the first one. So you're going to do your text in lines, okay? So this is your first one. Click the selection tool, Control T, make it bigger. So you want to make these pretty big, the text, so you can see it. Make sure that you click on it, so that's the layer selected. Again, FX, Drop Shadow, Outer Glow. But for the outer glow, you want to make it a little bit bigger. On the top one, if you're gonna have multiple text, click that plus so it adds it as a copy. Bring it down so now you can see we have 2 versions of it. Go on text, click here, and then go uppercase 5 minutes or less. Okay. This one I want to emphasize a little bit more. Control T so I can individually change it. And then I want to make sure that like now that we have wording on here, I want to like make sure that I'm kind of pointing at the text. That's kind of the whole point for why I'm pointing. Go to the bottom one and highlight it. Then change the color. So I'm going to go with like a nice, an orange yellow is what I'm going to go with. So like that. Okay? Now you make any final touches you want. I think that looks good. There you go. There's your thumbnail. You go to save as, wherever you want to have that saved. So I just put that in finished. Make sure that you change this to JPEG now. I'll just name this how to make a thumbnail. There's the thumbnail. Easy as that, folks. 5 minutes or less. Once you get the hang of it, if I wasn't explaining stuff, I can literally do all this in 5 minutes to 10 minutes. I listen to a song, and usually when the song's over, I'm done, if I have everything prepped already. So very easy to do. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.